How many of you have a garden? How many of you wish you had a garden or would like to have a garden? Why? Why do you have a garden or why do you want a garden? Anybody?
Fresh food.
Beautiful to look at.
Fresh food.
Fresh food.
Know where it comes from.
Know where your food comes from.
Very good.
Right now, today, I think that's the main reason people want to grow their own food. Where they're scaring us to death with GMOs, with the huge agrochemical companies like Monsanto and Bayer that are spraying our food to death, that want to control everything we eat and how it's grown, and they want to do away with small farmers, they want to do away with saving seeds. It's really scary. We're lucky because we live in a place that really concentrates on organic, even biodynamic, and green. They say Asheville really walks the walk with green. How about if you had a way to grow food, even if you don't live where you can have a garden? Or how about if you have a garden, but you would like a way to grow food all year round? I want to tell you about a fabulous product I've just been introduced to. It's called a tower garden. It's like having a farmer's market on your back porch. It's known as vertical gardening. It's also called aeroponics. Now, aeroponics is similar to hydroponics, but it's kind of like hydroponics on steroids. It's even better because it uses air and minerals to help grow our plants. There's something called tower tonic that you put in to the water that goes in the tower garden. This was developed by world's leading experts on nutrition for plants and people. It's an earth mineral solution that goes into the water that waters the plants, and it promotes rapid growth of all kinds of food plants and crops. And it provides a pH balanced blend of the natural plant nutrients that plants need. Now, I wish I could have brought my tower garden to show you what it looks like. Unfortunately, it isn't something that's very easy to transport. If it were here, you could see it, you could feel it, you could even taste it. The next little minute-and-a-half video will explain what a tower garden is and how it works.
Tower Garden's state-of-the-art aeroponic vertical garden system uses both water and air to produce more colorful, better-tasting, and incredibly nutritious fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Tower Garden has a 20-gallon reservoir at its base that stores the Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Developed by experts in plant and human nutrition, Tower Tonic Mineral Blend enables superior plant growth and better nutrition from your Tower Garden produce. The process begins once the seedlings have been placed in your tower garden. Here they will be nourished with Tower Tonic nutrient solution. Inside the reservoir is a small, low-wattage submersible pump. The pump pushes the nutrient solution up through the tower to the top. From there, the nutrient solution drips through the central tower using a special device that evenly cascades the solution over the exposed plant roots. On the journey down the tower, the nutrient solution feeds the roots and becomes highly oxygenated as it cascades gently down the reservoir. This process is continuous, providing fresh oxygen, water, and nutrients to the roots of the plants. This patented aeroponic process enables food crops to grow faster than they would in soil, so they can be harvested more often. And it makes Tower Garden the healthier, easier, smarter way to grow your produce.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of impatient. I really like things to be fast. Have you ever gone out in your garden every day and every day you're looking and saying, come on, when are you going to come up? When are you going to get beans? When are you going to get peas? I like things to be done now. I get accused of that a lot, but I'm not patient. Well, with a tower garden, your food actually grows about twice as fast as it does in a regular garden. And this little 25-second video,
I killed it on accident.
you lost it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right down there. There it is. We'll give you an idea of how quickly things grow. Isn't that amazing? My first impression of the Tower Garden, when I first heard about it, I really wasn't that interested because I thought, I've got a garden. You know, almost everybody in my neighborhood has a garden because we live out in the country. But then I had an opportunity to go to a convention and see a Tower Garden. Oh, this will be back to the PowerPoint. There. And when I saw them and I heard about them, I had a paradigm shift. I was more interested in the Tower Garden than I was in the other products that this company makes. Now, this is the Tower Garden I saw there, and there were several others. This is my Tower Garden. I started it in December, and I just put it out on our entry porch that has glass on 3 sides because I wanted to be able to grow things in the winter. I knew I could grow them in the summer, but I wanted to grow them in the winter. I didn't use any grow lights. I just put them in this entryway. So it took them a little longer than the time-lapse video you saw, but they still grew. And what you're looking at here is tomatoes, peas, Swiss chard, strawberries, several kinds of lettuce, and a tomato. Did I say the tomato?
Yes.
And I did have some cucumbers in there, but they didn't flourish. This is a close-up of the lettuce and the Swiss chard. Chuck and I love going out on the entryway and just picking a bunch of lettuce and sticking it in a bowl and making a salad. We don't even have to wash it because it's clean. It has never been sprayed with anything and it's indoors. Or we go out and pick some lettuce to put on a sandwich. It's really a wonderful way to grow things. So, why a Tower Garden? Well, first of all, it fits in a small space. You can put it on your patio, you can put it on your deck, you can even put it on your roof. Or like we did, you could put it in an entry porch, in a sunroom, or you can grow with grow lights. Another thing is a lot of people have to stop gardening or they don't even want to start gardening because they have a bad back. They can't do the stooping, the bending, the digging in the dirt, and the hoeing. You don't have to do any of that with a Tower Garden. Isn't that wonderful? And because there's no soil, there's none of the soil-borne pathogens and insects that are in a regular garden. Here in this area, we have a terrible problem with tomato blight. Everybody talks about it. They can't grow tomatoes because they blight every year. They won't do that in the Tower Garden because that blight is not in the Tower Garden soil. And of course, with the time-lapse video you saw, it grows about twice as fast. You can also grow plants all year long if you have a sunny space, or you can use grow lights. A lot of people grow these with grow lights. Plants grow in 1/10 of the space and about 1/10 of the water of a traditional garden. So you're helping the environment and you don't have to have a lot of room to do it. It also saves money. A Tower Garden can be financed for 12 months with no interest for about what it would cost you to buy 2 or 3 of those organic salads out at Earth Fair. And then you've got it permanently. So it pays for itself over time. It's self-sufficient. If you need to go on vacation or you have to be gone for a while, the Tower Garden is on a timer with a pump. So you don't have to be there to water it. You have to add to the water and the tonic about every 2 weeks in the summer. In the winter, I think I've added to mine twice, so about once a month. So it's something that takes care of itself while you're gone. You don't have to be there. And to me, one of the greatest things, the last one, no weeds. I mean, I used to think I wanted to live where we didn't have winter. I absolutely hate cold weather. And I finally learned when I was on my farm in Virginia, there's 2 reasons I like winter. Number 1, there's no bugs, and number 2, there's no weeds. I don't know how people stand it who live in places like Florida or California where they've got to weed all year round. You kill yourself trying to get rid of the weeds. We never catch up. And last summer when it rained for 4 months, the weeds really got away from us. Okay. So, fresh food. No matter where you live, you know what you're eating. You know you've got totally unsullied plants. Fruits, vegetables, herbs. You can grow almost anything in a tower garden except root crops, vines, trees, that sort of thing. But most of the food that you need to eat, even flowers, you can grow beautiful flowers in a tower garden. Do you have any questions, or is there anything I can help you with if you'd like to consider getting a tower garden? Yes?
You mentioned the solution was some sort of mineral enriched water. How do you acquire that, and that is a recurring cost, right?
Yes, you do have to buy that about once a year. And you order that from the Juice Plus company that makes the tower garden. It's very inexpensive, and as I said, it lasts about a year. And it is earth minerals. It's natural earth minerals. Yes?
I saw this at Epcot Center about 25 years ago.
Really?
They had a massive one. They were using it for the prospect of growing fresh food and fruits in space.
Oh, okay, yes. And NASA actually has done some of the time-lapse photography. Very interesting, thank you. Yes?
How much does it cost?
It's about $500. But as I said, you can finance it for like $42 a month for 12 months with no interest. So it basically pays for itself. Okay. I went right out and bought one, and so did my neighbor. We loved it. Yes. Well, thank you. I do have a handout. Just to give you a little more information about the tower garden, I'm just going to pass these around, and if anybody is interested, I'd love to order one for you. You're welcome to come and visit us and see and taste ours. Mr. Toastmaster.